You just lost the game. Because, in case you are not aware, the game is a game that you lose if you think of the game. And yeah, so it's like a silly little meme or joke to have with your friends. And it started apparently somewhere in the United Kingdom, like in the 80s or 70s. No one is really sure. And I think it's oddly fitting that it was invented in the United Kingdom because I think that the entire population of the United Kingdom has been losing another variant of the game for a really long time. And so are doing we most days. Okay, so let me explain. Officially, the United Kingdom is ruled as a parliamentary monarchy, right? But I don't think that's the case. I think this is another kind of government. Because, like, okay, so plutocracy is the government of the rich, aristocracy is the government of the few, democracy is the government of the people. I think in the United Kingdom they have something like reality reality TV show crazy because I think that what happens is that the entire royal family is like a reality TV show, and this TV show this reality TV show has so much power over the minds and the lives of the British people that when the Queen died, people lined up for more than 10 hours to see her corpse, and they said it was even better than when their children were born. And not because they hated the Queen, not because they were like, oh, finally I got to see her dead. No, but because they finally got to see her at all, like, or they got to participate in the ritual of her death. They got to be for a brief moment in the TV show themselves. And you can see this like going decades and decades, like all the scandals and all the drama of the royal family. Even I know all that stuff, and I'm Mexican. Like I have absorbed that through osmosis. The whole thing about Lady D and King Charles and their children and the Queen hating here, like all this drama. Like it's not like I tried to learn about it. It's just I just learned it from osmosis because it's in the culture. And, and the people of the United Kingdom are so engrossed they are so invested in this TV show that it rules them. It literally rules over them. The monarchy might not have any legal power, but they don't need to because they have all the cultural power because people are addicted to this TV show. And so you can see how this is like the game because the moment you become invested on the royal family, the moment you think about them, you lost the game. It doesn't matter what you think about them. It doesn't matter if you like them. It doesn't matter if you hate them. It doesn't matter what you think about them. What matters is that you think about them. The very fact that you are thinking about them means that you have already lost the game. And I think this is relevant because recently there was this documentary with okay, I don't know the names of these people. The guy who is a son of Princess Diana, who got married with this actress that used to be on Suits. Yeah, I know. I swear I knew their names. Anyway, so the point is that you know how they abandoned the royal family and they made a documentary and I watched it with my mom, and the thing is that it was really interesting, like to see their perspective and why they felt this was such a hostile environment for them and all that stuff. Um, it feels, but the thing is, while watching it, I had this moment of realization where I said, the very fact that they are making this documentary, they're making it public, it means that they are still participating in this game, in this reality TV show. Even if they are complaining about it, even if they are saying everything that is wrong about it, they are still participating in it. They are still part of it. And so they lost. Every time you think about it, you lose. And that's what's so difficult. Because then you think like, well, what am I supposed to do, right? Like I'm just supposed to ignore it? And like, I don't know. I don't know how you can solve that. That's what makes this so difficult. How can you improve a situation if the mere fact of engaging with it makes it worse? Okay, and that's one example of this game, but that's not the only one. And I think another very good example is right now in the United States, people like Donald Trump or Elon Musk. It feels like these people just feed on attention. It doesn't matter because they just say stupid shit all the time, right? Every fucking single thing that they post on social media or they say in an interview, everything is stupid. I haven't heard any of them say anything reasonable in years or maybe ever. And and the thing is, it doesn't matter how much you like. For example, right now I just complained about them. Doesn't matter how much I complain. Doesn't matter how anyone complains. Doesn't matter how much someone proves them wrong. No, none of that matters, because all that matters is that you are putting attention to them. By paying attention to them, you are losing the game. That's why it doesn't matter if the attention is good or is bad. What matters is that they have it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. These people, all they need to win is for you to think about them, and they win the game, right? And so every time, and that's why it's so difficult to deal with these kinds of people, that they just feed on attention. They have set up the world around them in such a way that they benefit from any kind of attention they get. And we are negatively affected by all the attention we put on them. I think this is why things got so much better when Donald Trump was banned from Twitter. It was incredible how simple and how effective that was. As long as he was just kicked out of Twitter, as soon as he was silenced, things significantly improved. Like you could see that the discourse in the news, it was just different. Obviously, the damage was already done. Like the society in the United States is already extremely polarized, but it's not as bad as it used to be, because a lot of many days, there are entire weeks I go by without losing this game, without thinking about these people. And that's the thing. You see how when we actually are winning the game, like things do get better. Like it's weird, like because people become less polarized, people become more willing to talk to each other, to come to agreements. Just the very fact that people don't have to spend time discussing why these people are saying stupid shit, I think that's a very important factor, because before, a bunch of time in the news was just dedicated to saying this is why this is stupid, and that drains mental energy from the entire population, from all the people seeing it. And the fact that we don't no longer have to spend energy and like mental energy and time doing that means that people were able to put more mental energy in problems that actually mattered and improve those problems. And so all of these, of course, may also remind you to another game from the movie War Games, in which basically they are talking about nuclear war, right? And there's this supercomputer that is designed to just win games, and they wanted to like find a way to win a nuclear war. And eventually, okay, obviously I'm simplifying here, but eventually it comes to there is this just iconic line in the movie where the supercomputer says, "What a curious game. The only winning move is not to play." And that's the situation we are in. We are playing games in which the only winning move is not to play. And I know that sounds difficult, like because it sounds like we have to ignore problems. But I guess that's the point. These are not problems. They make us think that these are things worth putting attention on, because these are problems that we have to solve, but they are not. No amount of effort or attention we put there is going to change anything. And for that reason, we should put all of our effort and attention into other things. That's how we win the game.